Thanks very much. Marcus Stroman told members of the media at spring training he thought it would be cool if he could pitch both in the season and the home opener. He's going to get his wish as I welcome Sportsnet.ca's Arden Zwelling. 24-year-old Marcus Stroman on the mound in front of 50,000 screaming fans on Friday night. Here's a guy that really relishes this kind of pressure and the spotlight.
Oh, absolutely. He craves it. I mean, these are the situations that he lives for and that he really wants to pitch in. When you look at how excited he was to pitch in the postseason last year and the way he rose to that occasion, it's going to be a very similar atmosphere tomorrow that he's entering into. You know, it's something that he's familiar with, something that he likes. You talk to guys around the team and they say there's no spot too big for Marcus Stroman. You know, there's no moment too special. He just has that extra je ne sais quoi. He has that it factor that, you know, players of his ability and his elite talent have. This is exactly the stage for that.
And fans should keep an eye because according to Stroman, he's added a new weapon in his arsenal. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's basically a quick pitch, and you know, players don't like to call it a quick pitch because that has a bit of a negative connotation, but you know, sometimes when he comes set with runners on base, he'll come to the plate very, very quickly, and when there aren't runners on base, he doesn't even really have to come set. You know, he can very quickly get that ball in there. It's something he learned from talking to Josh Donaldson, Jose Bautista, even Russell Martin. You know, I spoke to him today and he said it really does mess you up at the plate. It really does mess up your timing as you start to see more and more leg kicks around the league now. More and more guys really focusing on their timing at the plate. A quick pitch, changing your delivery, that's something that can really mess you up as a hitter, and it's something that Marcus Stroman has added to his arsenal.
You mentioned Josh Donaldson. What can you tell us as far as an update on his status and that of Michael Saunders?
Everyone seems to expect Josh Donaldson to be able to play. You know, it's this calf thing is something that he actually dealt with a lot last year and played through a lot. Something that he kind of carried from Montreal into Tampa Bay. Those are two harsh turf surfaces that the Blue Jays are playing on, so I'm not surprised they got aggravated. We have to remember, Josh Donaldson hit a home run with this calf injury, so I think he's going to be okay. I think for him, it's can he play defense at the elite level that he wants to. So that's the big signifier for him. For Michael Saunders, he was chasing a foul ball in foul territory, caught his spike on the turf there in Tampa. Michael Saunders has very bad luck with turf surfaces, and his hamstring just kind of grabbed at him, so the Blue Jays figured, let's get him that back-to-back day off. You know, the Blue Jays had the off day today. Let's just get him down. Let's just, you know, nip this thing in the bud. Michael Saunders said he has no doubt that he'll be ready to play on opening day.
Yeah, he said he actually could have played there in the series finale against Tampa Bay. Well, President Mark Shapiro would not tip his hand as to what fans can expect pre-game. What we can tell you is that the 1987 Most Valuable Player, George Bell, will be presenting Josh Donaldson with his MVP award prior to first pitch.